It is a humid morning in North Jackson, Mississippi. A property manager for a residential apartment complex walks to the mailbox. Inside is a standard white envelope from JXN Water. It's a utility bill, the kind sent to thousands of households every month. But this statement is different. The balance due is exactly $910,000. For a single residential complex, this isn't just a high bill, it is a physical impossibility. To accrue a debt like this, the residents would have to consume more water than a professional sports stadium. They would have to be flooding the streets for months on end. But there are no geysers, no subterranean pipe bursts, and no massive leaks. There is only the $910,000 balance and a notice that service is about to be cut. $910,000 behind on water bill, the local reports read. The owners have filed a desperate legal request seeking a JXN water shutoff delay. If the taps go dry, hundreds of families lose their homes in a mass eviction. This was supposed to be the solution to Jackson's infrastructure crisis. A smart billing system designed to bring a bankrupt utility back to financial health. Instead, the automated algorithm has produced a result that is both logically and physically impossible. This is the story of the million-dollar faucet and how a modernized municipal system turned an essential service into a catastrophic liability. To understand the $910,000 bill, you have to understand the promise of the smart grid. For years, the water system in Jackson was a manual, crumbling mess. JXN Water was created as a fix, a way to pull a bankrupt utility into the digital age. The core of this modernization was the smart meter. The marketing promised no more manual readings and no more human error. Every drop of water would be tracked by a utility billing algorithm and sent to a central server. The system was designed to be a precision tool for municipal financial recovery. But the algorithm only knows what the meter tells it. It doesn't check if a total is physically possible for a residential 3-story building. It doesn't see the aging physical piping or the humidity of the brick corridors. It only sees the digital ledger. And the ledger said the apartment complex owed nearly $1 million. When the property managers complained, they were met with the unwavering logic of the machine. To the system, the $910,000 balance isn't a glitch, it's a recorded fact. This is the friction of modern infrastructure, the high-tech promise meeting a hardware reality. A shutoff delay request becomes the only defense against a mathematical error. Because in a world of automated billing, the burden of proof is no longer on the utility, it is on the resident to prove they didn't consume a stadium's worth of water in a single month. On October 31st, 2025, the digital heart of South Dakota stops beating. The entire state IT network goes dark for 48 hours. No emails, no digital records, no state services. Investigators look for a complex exploit or a high-level security breach. What they find is a technician in a windowless server room. The official report is blunt. Mislabeled wires responsible. A handful of physical cables had the wrong adhesive stickers on them. This is the 2-day IT outage log. In the world of high-tech infrastructure, the digital ledger is only as good as the tape on the wire. If the sticker is wrong, the network hallucinates. It's the same fragility found in Waterbury, Connecticut, a 6-day outage that turned the city's taps into dry metal pipes. The 144-hour repair log shows a system that simply stopped talking to the hardware. Emergency repairs to water system become the only way to reconnect the software to the ground. We have automated the logic, but we still rely on the physical world to tell the truth. When a $910,000 bill arrives in North Jackson, it isn't an isolated math error. It is a symptom of a system that has lost its physical senses. The digital grid is pretending the apartment complex is a stadium because no one checked the stickers on the pipes. The legal battle for the North Jackson apartment complex moves to the courts. They aren't just fighting a bill, they are fighting the threat of mass eviction. If the water goes off, the building becomes legally uninhabitable. Seeking JXN water shutoff delay becomes the standard headline for a city in gridlock. But Jackson isn't the only city where the smart utility is failing. In California, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors launches a public utility system inquiry. They blast PG&E after a series of December outages leave thousands in the dark. Supervisors are asking why systems designed to be more resilient are proving to be more fragile. In Waterbury, Connecticut, the fallout is physical. The 144-hour repair log in Waterbury shows a city without a drop of water. Officials have to scramble for emergency repairs to water system infrastructure that was supposed to be automated. It's a contagion of ledger failure that doesn't stop at the border. A major outage hits Russian banking apps and metro payments across regions. Commuters are stuck at turnstiles because the digital payment ledger simply refuses to resolve. Whether it's a $910,000 bill or a frozen subway gate, the operational consequence is the same. The administrative process has been moved into an automated blind spot. Back in Jackson, the property owners are still waiting for a judge to intervene. They are caught in a legal standoff between $1 million balance and a dry tap. The $910,000 balance is still there. It sits on a digital ledger in a windowless room, waiting for a payment that will never come. The property owners are still filing for a shut-off delay request every time the system triggers a new notice. The debt hasn't been deleted because the algorithm doesn't have a category for the impossible. In South Dakota, IT officials are still auditing their server rooms, looking for more appealing stickers. They now know that 48 hours of statewide silence was the price of a few mislabeled wires. In Waterbury, the taps are back on, but the sensors are no longer trusted at face value. The North Jackson apartment complex remains in a legal standoff with a machine that cannot admit it is wrong. A property manager holds a utility statement that says his building is a professional stadium. In a quiet kitchen, a resident turns the handle of a faucet. The pipe coughs, air hisses, and for a moment the ledger is the only thing that thinks the water is running.